Hey guys, what is going on? It is your boy Soldier here, back with another video. In today's video guys, we're going to be making action form data and model form data, or what I like to call it, form values inside of Minecraft to create a basic GUI, as you can see right here, with a GUI title that will follow you to every single menu that you go on if you want to do this, and how to create a warps menu to set up basic warps around the server, whether it be location 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 30 if you would like to. Then we're going to make a custom Discord code where you'll be able to type in a secret code here like 1, 2, 3 and be able to get a reward. Then we are going to set up a money transfer system, so you'll be able to select players on the server, see how much money you have and how much money you want to send to the player. Then we're also going to set up a credits menu just here as well, where we'll click on credits and you'll be able to put the credits in here for who your builders are, who the scripters are, and stuff like that. So you'll be able to put this in here as well. So with that said, let's get into the video. So guys, I just want to say before we get into this video, it is going to be a lengthy video because I will be writing out the GUI in front of you guys. But if you guys don't want to see that and you guys just want to get the template for this GUI, you can get this template down in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into this lengthy tutorial on how to set up and make your own GUI inside of Minecraft Bedrock. So guys, to start, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our pack inside of Visual Studio Code. Now, if you don't know how to set up a pack, I do have a video on that in the playlist that you're in right now. It was my last video on how to set up a pack and how to set up your scripting folders as well. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to set up our GUI scripting folder. So what we're going to do is from main.js, we're going to go to scripts. We're going to right click scripts. We're going to click on new folder. I'm going to type in GUI. Now inside of the GUI folder, we're going to click on new file. I'm going to type in index.js. Then we're going to go back to main.js. And what we're going to do is above console.warn, we're going to import. Then inside of here, we're going to put a full stop / GUI or whatever you called your folder name, then a / index.js, just like so. Now we're going to go to our index.js folder and simply put a console.warn. And inside of here, we are going to put the GUI index has loaded, just like so. Then we're going to open up Minecraft. We're going to go to our world that we put, as you guys can see, put your world name here, which is the world we set up in the last video. And as you guys can see, it says that the GUI index has loaded. Now that means that we've set up the import correctly, and we've also set up the index.js for it successfully as well. So now we're going to go to Visual Studio Code, and we are going to start writing the GUI. So from here, guys, we can now get rid of the console.warn in the index.js, as we know that it is working perfectly fine. Now we will have to import a few things. So let's import world and system from the Minecraft server, and the action form data and the model form data from @Minecraft server UI. And this is exactly how you do it. So you're going to type import, then open the curly bracket, type world, and then put a comma. Then you're going to put system after a space, then put another space and close your curly bracket. Then type from, then you're going to put in quotation marks, Minecraft / server, just like that, guys. Then what you want to do is you want to do the exact same thing for model form data, and action form data. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in import, open curly bracket, space, and then we're going to type action form data, making sure that A, F, and D are capitalized. Then we're going to put a comma, and we're going to type model form data, making sure that M, F, and D are also capitalized. Then we're going to put a space and type from, and then I'm going to put in quotation marks, Minecraft / server UI, just like so. Now we have imported world and system because we're going to be using the world. We're going to be using the system to run things, and we're importing the two form data values, which is the action form data and the model form data. Now there is another form that we can add, which is called message form data, but we're not going to be using message form data in our GUI, so there is no point in importing it. Otherwise, it will be rendered as unusable, or as they say here, unused. But these guys are going to be grayed out for now because we're not using them. As we start to use them, they will start lighting up. For example, now we're going to do the testing for when the player uses the item using world before events item use .subscribe, and because we use world in that by typing world, you'll see that now the first import and world has been highlighted and lit up, showing that we are using it. But as you can see, system is still being declared, but it's not used, so it's grayed out. And as Visual Studio will say, it was its value was never read. But if we hover over world, you'll see that it's importing the world because we're using the world inside of our script. So with that said, let's get on putting in the test for the data. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in world, testing for the item. So what we're going to do is world dot, and then we're going to type before, and then we're going to type events, making sure that it is all one word and making sure E is capitalized so it knows we are using before events. Then we're going to type dot, and then we'll type item, and then we're going to type use, but make sure U for use is capitalized. Usually any sort of text that is put together, the second start of a word will be capitalized. For example, item use, I is lowercase, but the U is uppercase. If we was to say I love, we would put love for L would be capital, but I would be lowercase. And then if we say Minecraft as well, M is going to be uppercase and the rest is going to be lowercase. If we just put this, it makes it really messy and really unusable, like unreadable, and it will not work because that is just how JavaScript works most of the time. You have to be very specific on capitalization. But without that said, world.beforeevents.item use, and then we're going to do .subscribe, which is what you guys should do down below if you haven't already, because I will bring you guys all of the tutorials on Minecraft Script API. Anyway, once you've done that, we're going to open a bracket, and inside of this bracket, we're going to type in data. Then we're going to put an equal sign and a less than, also known as a right arrow, that I'm going to be calling it in this tutorial. Anyway, once you've done that, you're going to press space. Then you're going to open the curly brackets. Once you open curly brackets, you're going to press enter. If you see a bunch of gibberish pop up on screen like this, do not start writing it. It is not what I'm going to write. This is just this is due to one of my extensions called Copilot. I will have that disabled in the future. But anyway, guys, from here, we're going to put an open bracket and press enter. Then we're going to type in let space player. So we're setting up a string here called player equals data dot source. just like so. Now we have set up to where if we type player in our script, the player is going to be the data.source. This just helps us, writing different types of code. We also use this later on when we're setting up the Discord kit and the money transfer kit as well. Now we're going to set up a string value for the title of our GUI. So we're going to type in let space title equals, and then inside of here, we're just going to type in title of your GUI. Once we've done that, we are now going to type if, and then open some brackets, and inside them brackets, we're going to type in data dot, and I'm going to do item, and then stack. So make sure S is a capital. Remember what I said before. Usually the second words inside of a sentence that is together, or any words after the first one, is going to be capitalized. But item stack, then we're going to do full stop, and I'm going to do type and then ID, making sure I is capitalized. Then I'm going to do equals equals. I'm going to type in Minecraft compass. Make sure that Minecraft compass is in quotation marks, just like so. Then we're going to come to the end of the bracket. We're going to close that bracket off if it hasn't done it automatically. And I'm going to do space. I'm going to type system.run. Now, as you guys can see, when we typed in system is now highlighted inside of the import. Now we've got system.run. We're going to open a bracket. We're going to open another bracket with inside that bracket. Then we're going to close the bracket. From here, we're then going to press equals and put in a right arrow. Then we're going to press space and type in main. And then we're going to open some more brackets, just like so. Just like that. And then inside there, we're going to type in player. Just like that. So line 7 should look exactly like this. From line 1 to line 7, it should look exactly like this. Okay, so from here now, what we're going to do is we're going to press enter, and then we're going to press enter again. Now from here, we're going to type in function. Then we're going to type in main. From here, we're going to open some brackets and close them. Then we're going to press space, and I'm going to open a curly bracket. From here, we're going to press enter. Now we're starting to set up the main GUI screen, where it will show us all of the options for warps, the Discord code, the money transfer, and the credits menu. This is where we're going to set it up. And the way we do that is we're going to type in function main, open and close a bracket, then space, open a curly bracket, and from here we're going to type in const space form. Now it's constructing something called form. This is going to be our value for it, and we're calling it form. Now we've got to tell it what kind of form or what this is going to be. If we was going to call it main, we would have to tell it what is that going to be. Is it going to be a new model form data? Is it going to be a new action form data? What is it going to be? So we're just going to type in const form, and then type equals, and it's going to be a new action form data, just like that. Again, making sure A, F, and D are capitalized. Now from here, we're going to open and close brackets. Then we're going to set up all of the different things inside of an action form data, such as the title, the body, some buttons, and also the form response value, which is form.show. Now what we're going to do is we're going to type in .title. And because we've already set up our title here, we are going to just put in brackets title. Now, if you want to create a custom title where we don't use let title equals, we're going to put inside of these air marks, we're going to put the title of our GUI. So home menu or home GUI or whatever you guys want to do, or main GUI, you can put that there. But without the air tags, we're just going to put in title, just like so, and then it will put in the title up here, which is obviously the string value, because we've told it let title equals this. Now, if we was to change this string value to GG, for example, as you can see, it's grayed out because we're not using it, but this will no longer work. .title will no longer work. But if we do .title GG, then obviously, as you can see, it lights up, and that means that it will say this now once again. But to keep it nice and simple, we're just going to put title. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our next line and type in body. Now, inside of here, you're going to open a bracket, and then inside of air tags, we are going to put whatever we want inside of the body of the GUI. So I'm just going to put welcome. Now we're going to get the player's name tag, or the player's gamer tag if you're looking at it from an Xbox Live perspective. Now, make sure you don't use quotation marks here, because if you do use quotation marks, it will not work. So make sure you use the air tags that I'm using right now for this to work. Get into the habit of using these instead of quotation marks when you're setting up action forms, model forms, or message form data, or anything that includes quotation marks or air tags. If you're trying to get a player's name tag or anything like that, or a get score, make sure you use these air tags instead. Anyway, guys, once we do welcome, to get the player's name tag, what we're going to do is we are going to put a $, and then we're going to put a open curly bracket, and inside here we're going to type in player dot name and then tag, and T must be a capital. Then we're going to close off the curly bracket, and you guys can put whatever you want here. So welcome, and then the player's name tag to my GUI. So now what we're going to do is we're going to press enter here. Bring that back. We're going to press enter and go to our second, to another line, right? Now we need to set up buttons for this main GUI. So the way we do that, it's pretty simple. We're just going to type in .button, just like so, super simple. Then we're going to open a bracket. And in here, we're going to put air tags or quotation marks, whichever you feel comfortable using at this point. But like I said, get into the habit of using air tags. Anyway, guys, in here, we're going to type in warps. You guys can make this look pretty like in the template that I've got. But if you guys don't want to use the template, you just want to write it, then you guys can make this look pretty however you want. Now, the cool thing inside of this, we can actually use \n to make a new line. \n inside of JavaScript means make a new line within this value type, or this string type, or a Boolean type, or whatever you guys are doing. It just makes a new line for us to start working with. So warps, and then I'm going to put inside of here, click to open menu, just like so. You guys can make it look however you guys want. But now we've made a button. Now let's make a few more buttons, like .button for the Discord code. So Discord redeem codes right there. And then .button, we are going to put one for the money transfer. So money transfer, just like so. And then we're going to make a .button for the close menu, just like that. Now, you guys can make this look pretty. Like I said, you can add /new for new lines and everything like that. My template does look a lot more prettier because I put a lot more time and effort into it. But now you've added all your buttons, you can add as many buttons as you guys want. But what you guys need to remember is your first button is going to be classed as 0. JavaScript counts from 0 onwards, so button 1 to us, which is this button, is going to be labeled as button 0. Now, that is very important when we're setting up the response form values. And the way we're going to set up the response, which means we're going to find out what the player is clicking on, or selecting what their response to the selection on the GUI is going to be. So if they click button 1, we want to be able to test for that. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to go here. I'm going to type in form.show. Now, the reason why we're typing form.show and not just .show is because we have got construct form up here. So this is noted, all of this is noted as form. So we need to type here form.show. Now, later on, I will be showing you how to do it without that. If you don't want to do form.show, it's just making it a little easier for you to understand. But once we do form.show, we're going to open some brackets, and inside here, we're going to type in player. Then we're going to close that bracket, and then we're going to do dot then. I'm going to open a bracket. I'm going to type r space equals greater than, or r equals, and then a right arrow. Then we're going to press space, and then we're going to open a curly bracket. Then we're going to press enter. From here, we're going to do if space, and then we're going to open a bracket, r dot selection, just like so. Now you should see that r has now gone from grey to blue, so it's lit up. That means that we've done it correctly. And inside of r dot selection, we're going to press space equals equals space 0. Now this is testing for the first selection. Like I said, JavaScript counts from 0. So just keep that in mind, guys. But anyway, once we've done that, we are then going to press space, and we're going to type warps just like that, because our first one is going to be warps. Now we're going to open up this. So we're going to type in warps just like that. Whoops. Then what we're going to do is we are going to put brackets here. I'm going to type in the bracket player. Now, from here, we've set up our warps menu to work, but obviously the warps menu has nothing to go to. And we'll get to that once we set up the rest of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the rest. So I've just got a copy and paste here. So as you guys can see, for our selection 1, which is our second button, it's going to be Discord, which I misspelled. But yeah, Discord, as you can see, and that opens Discord kit. Then r.selection 2, which is our third button. I know, it's a little bit confusing, don't worry. You'll get used to it. It's going to open our money transfer, and selection 3, which is our fourth button, is going to open credits. Now, button close, you don't have to put an if value for this, because it is a close button. If it doesn't have a response selection value for closing it, then when you click the button, it will just close the GUI by itself. So now we've done that, we are going to move on to setting up the warps menu. But if you guys want to save this, just Control S, go into your game. So guys, in here, as you guys can see, we've got warps, Discord redeem codes, money transfer, and close. So guys, for your warps function, what you guys are going to do is you're going to come down to this bracket right here and press enter. Then guys, what you're going to do is you're going to type in function space, and then you're going to type warps, or whatever you guys called your warps right here for selection 0. Now I just called mine warps. Then we're going to open a bracket and then close that bracket, press space, and then open a curly bracket and press enter. Now, for a different way of making a action form data, you can do it the old way that I've just shown you right here. Not really old way, but you can do it the way that I showed you before. But there's another way that you can do it. You could just type in new space and then type action form data, just like so. Then you can open and close the brackets, press enter, and from here you can just do .title, and then we can set up the title just like that. I'm going to make my title warps, but if you guys want to use the title that is preset, you can just put title like that, and it will use the title up here inside of our script. But we're going to make it say warps. So in warps, we're then going to press enter and we're going to make some buttons. So you guys have seen me do buttons before. We're not going to make a body for this one. We're just going to make some buttons, but you can make a body if you want. So we're just going to make a button and we are going to call this spawn, just like so. The second button we are going to make is going to be the shop, and we'll make another one called, we'll make this one called wild. Why not? Wild, just like that. And then we'll make a close button, just like so. But instead of making it close, we will make a back button. So when we click on the back button, it will take us back to the main menu of our GUI, where it shows all of these buttons again. So it'll be like a little back button. So if they click on warps just to see what they are, they can then click on this button and it will take them back to this menu. Okay, so the way we're going to do that now is we are going to make a dot show. Now, if we was to try and type form dot show, it's not going to work because our form show doesn't exist inside of this function. What does show in this function is just dot show. That will work because we already know that it's the action form data that we're doing. We do not want to show form dot show because that will then interfere with this code right here. So because we've just done a new action form data, we can just do dot show, and then we can put brackets, and inside them brackets we're going to do player. Then I'm going to do dot then we're going to open some brackets, put r space equals, and then the right arrow space, and then we're going to put some curly brackets and press enter. Now in here we're going to type in some if statements. So we're going to type in if space and then open some brackets, r dot selection, just like so, equals 0, then close that. Then we're going to press space, then we're going to open a curly bracket and press enter. Now we're going to set up a player dot send message and make sure message is got a capital M, and inside of here we can put in a little message inside of quotation marks, for example teleporting to spawn. So when they then click on that, when they click on spawn, it will say teleporting to spawn. Now we need to actually make them go to the spawn location. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in player dot, and we're going to type run, then we're going to type in command, and inside run command we're going to put run command async, just like so. Then we're going to open some brackets, open some quotation marks, and we're going to run the command tp at s to whatever your spawn coordinates are. I'm just going to put 0, 100, 0 for the main world. Now, for the center of the world. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add the shop. So we're going to come to this closed bracket right here. We're going to press enter. I'm going to do the exact same thing, but this time we're going to put r.selection equals 1. Just like so, as you guys can see. And then you will do that the exact same thing for the wild, but you'll do r.selection equals 2. Then for a back button, what you guys are going to do is you're going to type if space and then r.selection, just like so, equals 3. Then we're going to come out of them brackets and then we're going to make it run a function. So we're going to do main, and we're going to run that on the player by opening brackets and typing player. Now guys, that's the warps menu set and ready to go. You've just made a warps menu. Now let's go test it in Minecraft. So let's open up Minecraft here. Now the warps ain't going to work just yet. It's going to say warps is not defined. Now the reason for that is you need to either save and quit your game, or what you can do is you can do /reload. What that's going to do is it's going to reload all of the scripts that we've just made. So what we can do is we can now open up the GUI, we can click on warps, and as you guys can see, it's showing up the spawn, the shop, the wild, and back. Now let's test the back button. If we click it, as you guys can see, it takes us back to the main menu. But if we click on warps now, and then we click on spawn, you'll see that it's teleported us. And if we click on warps and click on shop, you can see it's teleported us. And if we click on warps and we click on wild, you can see it's teleported us. You can't really see that it's teleporting. If we jump down here and do it, you'll see that it is actually teleporting us, as you guys can see. Shop, you can see it's teleporting us. You can see that in chat that it is teleporting us. So that's working. So now let's get to work on the Discord redeem codes. Now this one is a little bit more in depth. So please do follow along exactly when I write this, because any small mistake in the Discord redeem codes will make it not work at all. So let's get coding the Discord redeem codes form. So guys, like before, we're going to come to this closed bracket right here, and we are going to press enter. Now what we're going to do is we are going to type in function, and we're going to make a new function called Discord kit. So as you guys can see, it should highlight up there when you actually do it. So just tab that. Now once you do Discord kit, we're going to open brackets. I'm going to type in player, just like so. Then we're going to open a curly bracket and press enter. Now inside of this, I will show you another way of making a form, but this time we're going to make a model form data. So instead of typing new model form data or const form equals model form data, or whatever you guys want to type in, we're actually going to type in let, and then we're going to type in Discord kit equals new, and then we'll type in model form data, and then open and close the brackets just like that. Now, using that Discord kit, instead of typing dot title, what we can type now is we can type in Discord kit dot title, which, yes, I know it's a little bit longer, but this is how we can do it. So now what we're going to do is we are going to open some brackets, and inside here we're going to create a custom title called Discord kits, or whatever you guys want to type. Again, you guys can use title just like that, and it will show the title that we set up here, which is title of your GUI. You can put that in there as well for it to work, but in this case we're just going to put Discord kits for a custom title. Now we're going to press enter, and then we're going to type in Discord kit once again. I'm going to type dot, but this time we're going to make a text field. So we're going to type in text, and then for field, remember, we need to add a capital F. Then inside this text field, we are going to put what we need to put in air tags. So inside of the air tags, we're going to type in Discord join code is, and then we'll do that. And we'll put in the Discord join code, like discord.gg/sub to me. And then once we have done that, we can then put in new lines if we really want to, like /new line, line 1, or put text here, or whatever you guys want to put. And then once we've done with that, we're going to put a comma here, and then space, and then we're going to put inside of air tags again, we're going to put code here, just like that, and we'll just put a little nice nice colon there. Then once we've done that, we want to close that off with a bracket, and then press enter to come down to a new line. From here, we're going to click on Discord. We're going to type in Discord kit. Then we're going to type in .show. And once we do .show, we're going to open some brackets and type in player. I'm going to close the bracket and type .then. Then we're going to open the bracket and open another bracket and click R. Then we're going to close that bracket and click press space, press equals, and then we're going to put the right arrow, then space, and then we're going to open some curly brackets and press enter. Now this is where we're going to be putting our codes in here, okay? This is where your codes are going to be. Now, guys, like I said, please do listen carefully to what I say here for it to work. If you mess up any part of this, it will not work, and you'll have to watch the video again to make it work. Without further ado, what we're going to do to start this, we're going to type if, I'm going to do space, open curly, open a bracket, then we're going to type r dot, and then we're going to type in form, and then values with a capital V. Just like so. Then we're going to put some square brackets here and type in 0. Now what this is doing, it's a little bit like the r.selection, but we're using form values here, and because form values are different in a model form data, we are using square brackets to get the first form value, just like we use r.selection equals 0 to get the first button. To get a form value inside of a model form data, we use form values and we use square brackets and 0 to get the first thing that's been put inside of the text field. So whatever people put inside of the text field, this is what it's going to get the response for. Now the response can be anything. We can put anything in there. We can put test, we can put join, we can put subscribe, we can put like, we can put any sort of code in there. So to get the exact code and what we want this script to listen out for, we're going to tell it to listen out for a certain code, just like this. So after your square brackets, we're going to put equals equals, and then inside of the air tags, we're going to put our code. So my code is going to be 123, and that'll be my custom code. Now, once you've done that, you're going to come to the end of this bracket here, and you're going to open a square bracket, and then press enter. Now, we're going to tell the game to try, which this is what it's going to do first. So try, and then open a square bracket, and do player dot run command, not run command async, just run command this time. Then we're going to open some brackets, and inside here, inside of air tags, we're going to put a command that we want them to run if they've already got the Discord code, if they've already claimed it. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to paste in a execute command for this right here. And then we're going to put that right there and then press enter. Now, once we've done that, we are going to put in a catch underneath here. So if we just get rid of this and go down to this line, we're going to press enter, and we are now going to type in catch, and we're going to catch in brackets. We're going to put E. And then we're going to put open square bracket, curly bracket, not square bracket. Open curly bracket and press enter. And then you guys are going to get the 3 player.run commands that I have left in the description down below. This is just a basic setup. Obviously here it says change money to your money objective. So whether it be cash or coins or dollars, whatever you guys want. This is just a simple Discord redeem sort of thing without using functions. This is going to use run command and run command async to work. But yeah, so all you guys need to do to make this work is make sure you create the scoreboard Discord kit, which is right here. Make sure you create that and add everyone on the Discord kit to 0 when they join the game. Now, we will be working on a script very soon that will run on the player when they join the game. That will most likely be in one of my future videos. But yeah, once you've done that, what we can do now is we can now add a second one if we want to. And the way you would do that is you would go to this right here. this one right here, and you're going to, sorry, this right here, this curly bracket right here, you're going to press enter, and then you can copy this right here and paste that in down here if you wanted to. And then you would just change this code here to a different code, for example, so 321, and then you would change the Discord kit scoreboard, which is here, 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 and here, to a different Discord kit. So say Discord kit 2, just change all of the scoreboard to 2. And then obviously you can change the reward that runs here. So it's that simple to add multiple codes. You can add an unlimited amount of these if you really want to, and then release them slowly. But yeah, to make this tutorial simple, we're just going to leave it at that. But now we have done that, we have got 2 more to create. We have now got to create the money transfer system. So now let's create the money transfer system. So to create the money transfer system, we're going to come under this curly bracket right here, and you're going to go down below in the description, and you're going to paste this get score right here. Now, I would explain this to you, but if I do, it's going to confuse you. So just copy and paste this from down the description. All this is doing is it's getting a target from a certain scoreboard, and then it's getting the value of that target on the scoreboard so it can read how much money you have. Now, we're going to add to this by coming to this bracket right here, and we're going to press enter, and then we're going to construct, so const, like that, and then we're going to type in money transfer, just like so, then open some brackets and type in, actually no, let's do it in a different way, let's do it how my template runs it. So money transfer equals, and then we'll do player, then we'll do equals, and then a arrow, then open square bracket, and press enter. Let's just make that ourselves. Enter, and then now what we're going to do is we're going to construct, so const once again, and then const players equal, and then we're going to open a square bracket here, and then we're going to do dot dot dot, and we're going to do world dot get, and then players, just like that. And what this is doing is it's getting all of the players that are currently online in the world. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a semicolon here, and we're going to press enter. Now we're going to create a new model form data. Another model form data. I know, it's great. So we're just going to type in new, and I'm going to do model form data, just like so. Then we're going to open and close some brackets, just like that. And now we're going to create a title for it. So title, and then we can create a custom title when we open brackets, just like that. And then we're going to make a drop down now. So we're going to do dot, and then we're going to type drop down, just like so. All lowercase, by the way. And then inside of this drop down, we are going to put air tags, because we now need to get the player's name tag. We also need to get the players in the map. So what we're going to do is we are going to type select a player, just like so. Then we're going to close the air tag. Then we're going to put a comma. Then we're going to press space. And then here we're going to type in players dot map. Then we're going to open a bracket, type in player, then equals and greater than. Then we're going to do space player dot name tag, just like so. Then we're going to press enter, and now we're going to create a text field for the person to put in the amount they want to send. Now, what we're going to do for this, we are going to make it look very fancy. So we're going to do dot text field, and then we're going to put in air tags, and inside here we're going to put enter the amount you want to send, just like so. And then we'll just put a new line, and we'll put you have, which this is going to show their current amount of money. What we're going to do is we're going to put a bracket, open bracket, then we're going to put a $sign, and then we're going to put open curly brackets, then we're going to type get score, just like so. Then we're going to open some brackets again, normal brackets, and then in air tags, we are going to put the money scoreboard value. So if your scoreboard value is coins, then put coins. If your money scoreboard value is dollars, put dollars. If it's just money, put in money, just like that. So once you've typed in money, now we need to put in a comma, then a space, and now we need to put player dot name tag, just like that. And then we need to put a close bracket, then a closed curly bracket, then a closed bracket again. And now what we're going to do here, we are going to put a comma when we are outside of the air tag, just like that. Then you're going to then paste in this right here. Now this is just a perfect centered only use numbers. That's the only reason why I've got it here. So the only reason why I say to copy and paste, you don't need to. If you want to find out how many spaces this is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 13 spaces. So, yeah, but it just says only use numbers. It makes it centered. So yeah, if you want to copy and paste that, you can. You don't have to though. But yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to come under text field. We're going to do dot show. And then we are going to open brackets and type in player. Then we're going to press enter and do dot then. And we're going to open some brackets, open some more brackets, and then open a curly bracket. Now, inside of here, you want to put form and then values, then put a colon, space, and then we're going to put in here drop down, just like so, and then a comma. Then in here, we're going to type in text field, just like so. Then we're going to close the square brackets. Then we are going to close the curly brackets and close the normal bracket. Then we're going to press space, equals, and then the right arrow. Then we're going to open another curly bracket and press enter. Now in here, we're going to type in const. Then we're going to type in selected player. Equals players. And then open a square bracket and type drop down. Then close the square bracket and put a semicolon. Then you're going to put if. Actually, let's explain what this does first. Basically, this is we're going to highlight the selected player, and it's going to get the player from the drop-down menu. So whatever the player selected from the drop-down menu, so one of their friends, it's now going to identify them as selected player. It just makes it much more easier to read inside of this right here. Then you're going to put in a bunch of commands, which allows you to make this much easier, to actually make it a money transfer system. Now, you can read this if you want to. I'm not going to type it out because it's going to make this video way too long, and this video is already way too long. But what we're going to do, I'm going to explain this to you right now. So if the selected player equals player, which is yourself, it's going to say, it's going to run a raw text command saying you can't select yourself. If the text field includes a minus, so if they try to minus an amount from a player, because we don't want people stealing money, obviously, it's going to say only use numbers, so they won't be able to put in a minus amount. Because again, that's going to be bad if they try to do that. But yeah, so what we're going to do now is it's going to say if get score money, and then it's going to say if they have the amount or greater. If the text field has more money than they actually have, then it's going to say you don't have enough money. And then if it runs perfectly fine, what it's going to do, it's going to then Scoreboard players remove @ money. So it's going to take the money away from them when they send it. It's then going to say that you sent a certain money to the selected player. Then for the selected player, the person that was receiving the money, it's going to tell them that the player.nameTag has sent you money, and then it's going to give them the amount of money that was inside of the text field at the start. So whether it be 50 or 100 or however much money the person was sending. And then if anything else happens, just as a catch, it'll say only use numbers. So if they try and use GG or H, or if they try and send a word, which obviously isn't going to work, then it's obviously going to say that they can only use numbers. And then for the credit, it's a simple form value, function, which is an action form data. You guys can get that from the template linked in the description down below. All of this that I've been saying to grab, you can grab it from the template. But basically the credits, all it is just change what's inside of the body here to the credits you want. And to make a new line, just do \n and then make a new line, \n, make a new line, \n, make a new line. Now with all of that sorted, we can now Control S and save our script. We can now open up Minecraft. Now what we can do is we can /reload and we can test to make sure all this works. In the warps menu, I showed you that works, as you can see. Discord redeem code, we can type in 123 and enter it. Now that's not going to work because we haven't created the scoreboard. So scoreboard objectives, add Discord kit dummy. And then we need to add ourselves to it. So players add SIW Solus Discord kit 0, as you can see. Now I'm already at 1, so I'm going to do -1 real quick. So now I'm at 0, I can now go into Discord redeem codes. I can type in 123 and boom, as you can see, it just said SOW Solus has claimed their Discord reward of $150. Join the Discord code here. Money transfer, as you can see, it says select a player. We can select a player from the drop down menu and it says only use numbers. If we try and use something else and click submit, it will say only use numbers. And then if we do this and we try to minus a certain amount of money, it will then say only use numbers. But then if we money transfer and we say 5 and click submit, it will say you don't have enough money. But that's because I don't have a money scoreboard created. But if I did, it will say that I can't select myself. And obviously if I selected another player and I don't have the money, obviously it says there, it will say you don't have enough money. Anyway guys, that was how to create a simple GUI inside of Minecraft. I know these videos are long, but I said that at the start of the video, and I'm sure there's timestamps in the video as well for different parts of the video. But anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I do post every Saturday at 7 PM UK time a brand new script video, and you can always find all the script videos inside of this playlist for all the up-to-date 2023 script API tutorials. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you never miss another upload. And join the Discord so you can see all of the videos that get pushed out. Because sometimes YouTube notifications can take up to 3 days to get pushed out to you. And also, if you want to join the Discord and ask about why isn't this working, then just obviously, ask for help in my Discord. I'll be more than happy to help you. You can also DM me on Discord as well, and I'll be more than happy to help you as well. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. It's me, boy Solus. Have a great day. Peace.